thank you so much for joining me at Blessed Shadows. Here on the channel we do a lot of fantasy cosplay makeup, and in the future we'll be doing a lot more regarding headdresses and how to make them as well. Alright, today I'm actually doing a haul video. I just got a lot of Wet n Wild, BH Cosmetics, Nyx. Oh gosh, there's so much makeup. This one is actually focusing on cruelty-free and vegan makeup, so I have a haul video for that. So we're gonna actually look at all the things I have and then we're gonna get started. So go ahead and grab your favorite eco-friendly and vegan brands, and I'll see you here in a second. First, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Matte Primer Stick. And then in with the NYX Color Corrector. And NYX Concealer. And Wet n Wild Foundation. I look forward to actually trying using a sponge one of these days. I actually haven't used them before. I usually just use brushes or my fingers. Let me know in the comments down below how you like your sponges though. I've heard wet or dry works just as well. And over my eyebrows, because I'll be going over them with color anyway. I actually really like Wet n Wild's foundation. It works a lot better than I actually expected it to. Now the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. And into the Physicians Formula foundation to set. I really do like setting my wet foundation with the powder. I feel like it sets it a lot better. And I also usually have a lot of foundation on hand anyway, so it actually helps me get rid of it all as well. And this is the Wet n Wild Pacman palette. I actually haven't used this one before. It's brand new, so I do look forward to seeing how it works. And we're just gonna dip into this high pink. We're doing a very pink look today. Ooh, wow. To go along with a pink headdress that I just recently made. Ooh, that's pigmented, that's pretty. That is really pigmented, wow. I'm going to go into the NYX Ultimate Palette and add a little more pink from this palette. I am just kind of dipping into different pinks just to see which palette I like better. And this one works really well also. Gonna grab a darker shade of pink. Start to layer that in shade. Now I'm gonna get into the Revolution palette and into this little champagne. Grab some of that shimmer pink just to see how that works. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that works a lot better. I'm going to dip into the other Revolution palette and try this shimmer here. Bit of glitter. I would like to mention that there's a company called Eco Stardust as well as Slayfire Cosmetics that makes biodegradable glitter. It's a lot more eco-friendly choice. I do highly recommend them if you're interested in glitters that are more eco-friendly and cosmetic safe. Now back into the Revolution, I'm going to try out this red. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild matte finish spray just to set this real quick. Going with some Wet n Wild mascara. I'm going to actually do my brows real quick, so I'm going to go in with a Wet n Wild eyeliner crayon. The Wet n Wild brow pomade. I'm not gonna lie, this jar is really small, so it's kind of hard to get into. Not gonna lie. Oh, it does come with a little brush, actually. Just goes in there. That makes sense. And now we're going to use the Wet n Wild Proline eyeliner. And this is a felt tip. And because this is a felt tip, it's actually a little bit harder to use than the liquid. Into the B&H palette, I'm actually going to use this one for the black. And onto the other side. And since I don't actually have a cruelty-free blush with me, I'm just going to use the Revolution eyeshadow. Doesn't blend quite as easily as blush, but that's okay. I'm gonna actually use some of the ombre blush from Wet n Wild. And since it's ombre, I'm gonna use it more on the lower part of my cheeks. And I don't actually have a cruelty-free contour either, so I'm just going to use this palette. And I did get this Wet n Wild white eyeliner. I'm really excited to see if I can actually use it to replace my Maybelline when I run out of that. So let's see how that goes. Ooh, sweet. Oh, that looks exactly the same. Oh, that is awesome. Well, now I know. Wet n Wild does have a comparable version of the Maybelline Lasting Drama White. So I can start to use this one instead when I run out. And I forgot to actually get some cruelty-free lashes. At least I'm gonna try to use some lashes that I know are cruelty-free. But in the meantime, I'm just going to plop on the ones that I have. I honestly don't even remember what brand they are, so I could not even look up if they're cruelty-free or not, so I apologize in advance. I'm going to use some extra glitter from Wet n Wild. And into my favorite pot of Slayfire Cosmetics glitter. I'm going to add some extra glitter with this e.l.f. liquid liner. Just to add some extra luminosity. I'm going to go back in with my felt tip liner just to add some freckles. Oh, god, this works exquisite for this. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. lip liner. I'm going to slightly overline the lips. And into the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit. Try a pop of another liquid catsuit in the middle. Just to create a slight ombre. And a little bit of Wet n Wild glitter. I use some Eco Star glitter because it's biodegradable as well. So the lashes are taking away from the eye makeup a little bit, so I'm actually just going to add a little more glitter up top. I'm going to use some Wet n Wild illuminating powder just to finish off. Let me go get my hair on. Alright, here's the finished look with this brand new headdress I just made. This is with all cruelty-free makeup except for the falsies. Those I couldn't actually verify as cruelty-free. But what do you think? Not bad at all. Especially since most of this is Wet n Wild, which is a drugstore brand. That's not bad at all. As always, thank you for watching here at Blessed Shadows. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave a comment on what you'd like to see in the future. Bye, guys.